online video games here. We're doing an epic drawer unboxing. This is part 2. The reason I split it was because sometimes people like to dive into the content and don't like to hear the rant in the beginning of the videos and the synopsis. So without further ado, let's dive in. Essentially, to give you a short recap, I'm just showing you guys a front and back cover art of some of the cases, some of the games that I have, and of the cases that I have. This is Naruto Rise of a Ninja, an excellent game. The character roster was relatively short, but they added some additional DLC, such as the third Hokage. I think Jiraiya and Shikamaru was DLC, and Shoji. This is a very good game, and when I used to make videos about this game on YouTube, I would get thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of views. This helped me reach over 2.3 million upload views on YouTube. It's an excellent game. I recommend getting it. And a lot of these games are older. They probably came out around 2008, 2007. You could relatively get for a low price. This game is unbelievable. It's mind-boggling. This is Shadowrun. This game is my favorite game for the Xbox 360. And I would put it as my favorite game of all time. I still haven't found a game that can compare to this one. This game is similar to Counter-Strike, where you buy your items in the beginning of the match, but it incorporates elements from different games, such as a RPG, where you could choose your race, and there's advantages and disadvantages to every race. I could just keep going on and on about this game. And then the FPS element, where you could utilize a myriad of different weapons, along with a hack and slash element where you can play in third person and use a sword. And then it's got a magic element where you could summon a tornado or make your character smoke. You could also use technology such as anti-magic or a glider. And then on top of that, it could play out like an RTS where you could summon a minion. This game is just unbelievable. And there's always people online. This is one of the few games, if not the only game, that incorporates a cross-platform gaming system between PC gamers and Xbox Live gamers. And despite the game's age, I think it came out in 2007, you could always find a match, regardless of the time. It's just an amazing, unbelievable, spectacular game. This game is perfect. There'll probably never be a game as epic as this. Unfortunately, the company, I think this name began with an F or something, maybe like Fozja Studios or something similar to that nature, which we'll just call them F Studios for short. Unfortunately, they went out of business, but it's a shame because this game is just perfect. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's better than every single game that I have combined, in my opinion. No game can ever compare to the epicness of Shadowrun. Timeshift, another game that has online multiplayer where you could reverse time. It's an excellent game. It's a first-person shooter. The maps are quite fast-paced, where you have elevators made out of air that can allow you to go flying up nearly 1 billion miles per hour. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but you understand my drift, where I'm getting at. And the maps look very dark and futuristic. I highly recommend getting this game as well. You probably won't be able to find anybody on Xbox Live, but you can explore the maps by yourself and hopefully get some enjoyment out of the single player. That's Timeshift. Here's Uncharted II. This game was just unbelievable. When I first got my PS3 for $100, Uncharted 2 was released either slightly before I got my PS3 or slightly after I got my PS3, and did a $100 gift card, and this was one of the games I got from Best Buy. It came with the Golden Guns. It got rated 5 stars out of 5. And I played Uncharted 1. I thought Uncharted 1 was just generic, but Uncharted 2 was just unbelievable. especially being able to witness it in 1080p. I didn't even have an HDTV at the time, but this game looked like a movie, it played like a movie, the controls were very precise. It's unfortunate that for the multiplayer, you can't adjust the sensitivity of the analog sticks. But besides that, the single player is just unbelievable, and I highly recommend purchasing a PS3 just to play this game. I remember a long time ago as an incentive to get, I think it may have been Assassin's Creed. It was probably some other game that the guy would throw in the Assassin's Creed booklet that you, I think, would originally get for pre-ordering the game. And nobody uses these booklets, but because I'll show you guys what it looks like now. The artwork is nice, but again, nobody views them, and I tend to stay in that category. I'd rather look at video game cases than a book. I think more time goes into them. I have these two games here, Digimon World Dawn. This plays out like an RPG. This game's okay. I don't recommend getting it unless you can find it for a couple of dollars, which you probably never would be able to. Even down the road, the price will just spike back up. And Pokemon Diamond, I have, I think, 2 copies of Pearl and 1 copy of Diamond, because I nearly filled my boxes up in Pearl. And I wanted to make another trainer to battle with when I used to play Pokemon games online. Alright. That's it for part 2, and prepare yourself for part 3, because the future is yet to come. Thanks for watching.